Let's go back to the beginning, the namesake. What's the importance of the namesake?
What does it mean to name somebody for somebody? It means that you think that the life of the person for whom you're naming your child has some significance or ought to have some significance for the new life coming forward. And for the person who is the younger version of the namesake, I mean, both of them are, in a way, you could call them both namesakes. But the younger person would somehow think that his life should be informed for the sake of the name that he has been given. And then the question is, how do you do honor to your name? Because the name is not just yours alone, but it is an inheritance. And here, Hartwell makes an effort to come to terms with who it was for whom he is named. And when he feels the blood and the kinship and the race within him at this time, it's as if his uncle's blood now lives in him in a way in which it never has before. And that for the first time, he's sort of earned the name and to some extent the cause for which his uncle spent his brief vitality. It in a way raises the question for all of us, what would it mean to do honor to those who've come before us, even if we don't carry literally their exact name? Can one feel the ties of race and blood and kindred and the causes to which our ancestors gave what was theirs? Whose namesake are we? And what would it take to live up to that inheritance?
So the namesake is not the person for whom you're named, but you.
Well, I think, technically speaking, the namesake is the younger person who is named for someone else. But you would say, he's my namesake. That could go either way. But the idea, for the sake of the name, and that even has certain religious overtones, things done for the sake of the name, that's a summons to some kind of higher purpose, and to recognize. In fact, that's in a way what's wrong with Hartwell to begin with. Hartwell has no memory.
He has no real purpose.
Thanks to his father's having left everything for art, he's robbed his son of any memory till misfortune brings him home and offers him a great gift. And thanks to his memory of the past, he has a glorious future. That, it seems to me, is our circumstance. And this connection through the name is the beginning of a recognition of where we've come from and what we owe.
One other point about naming. I know it has a kind of religious overtone, but literally when you name a child, to name something is to call it into being, and that gives it its life. And that's what he comes to realize.
That's very nice. It's very nice.
He comes to realize that his life, his energy, is the same as that namesake, and he's going to continue it.